Greetings, everyone, and welcome to my channel. And happy Mabon. I'm Lady Starfire, and today I want to talk to you a bit about Mabon. Now, Mabon this year is on September the 23rd. Most of our Sabbats range anywhere from around the 21st to the 23rd of the month, that they fall. Salem being an exception, and there are a couple other ones, but most of our, at least your solstices and your equinoxes are the ones that fall there. Most of the rest of them are usually somewhere around the beginning of the month. So, but this time we're talking about Mabon. Now, Mabon is the second of 3 harvest festivals that we celebrate. Okay, as you can see, I have my little altar type set up. I have my God and Goddess candles here, and some other wonderful colors and things like this. These are ways that you can celebrate if you like. There's all kinds of different ways of doing it, from decorating to having rituals and stuff. So I'm going to talk to you about some of that here. Okay, so if you're planning on celebrating, or if you've ever celebrated, or if you're just wanting to learn how to celebrate Mabon, click the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't. Okay, be sure to leave me comments about how you celebrate. I really want to know. Okay, it's really important that, I feel like we're connecting. Okay, I do enjoy that. Also, don't forget to share my videos. Okay, somebody might need to know how to celebrate this holiday. Now, I do have me some notes over here because, I don't want to forget something. I think there was one that I actually forgot that I had stuff on the back page, but I think I still kind of covered it all. So you may even see me from time to time put on my glasses because I need those to read. What happens as you get old, and it just does. So, all right. So the equinoxes also have to do with a balancing a lot of times of the day and night. Okay. So that means that it is a time of equal and balancing of our own lives. Okay. So, it's a time to try to find that balance in there, the balance between work and play and family and self-time and all those things. We need to find that balance. To some in the pagan world, Mabon is the pagan Thanksgiving. Okay. Now, and they also make Samhain New Year's or whatever. So different traditions do things differently. I tend to go with just the regular calendar year things for a lot of things on that. And I give these Sabbats their own special time. So to me, this is the second harvest. And it's just a time of, kind of looking forward to fall and that little bit cooler weather and the beautiful colors. I love the beautiful colors. Okay. Spring and fall are my 2 favorites. So, just make it about that and giving thanks. We have to give thanks for our bounty. Okay. Our corn, our gourds, our pumpkins, our apples, and whatever else is being harvested in your area at this particular time. Okay. Because I've seen people run out and say, try to get corn. Well, corn doesn't even grow where they are. Okay. It's don't stress yourself out. All right. So it's the things that are being harvested in your area at this time. For a lot of people, it's grapes and things. And, if you live somewhere where it's hot, you may not even grow these things, or someplace that it's already starting to be winter, then you may not have these things. All right. So don't stress over it. It's what is available to you. Okay. Always remember that. All right. But we want to have these things in honor and to give thanks, and we make offerings as well. Okay. So as part of your ritual, be sure that you make an offering and give back, some of what you harvest. Okay. So along with your balance that we talked about, this is also a time of looking back over the year and of your successes and letting go of some of your failures, some things that maybe didn't go quite right. Maybe you had one crop that just didn't grow that well. Let it go. Okay. We can't change it. Accept it. Maybe figure out what maybe you did wrong, or maybe just wasn't the right thing for you, and let it go. Okay. Remember, crops can be anything. It's not just things that we grow. All right. So, um, but focus on your successes. Let go of the other things. All right. So let's get that balance. All right. So, I talked about there's different traditions, there's different pantheons, there's different paths, and everybody does it different. Okay. There are those that burn, corn stalks in a statue, as that's just part of their thing that they do. There is Demeter, who a lot of times this autumn equinox or fall equinox, Mabon, is actually deals with Demeter. And when she lost her daughter, she, turned the lush ground to barren, which would be winter. Okay. So, this can sometimes have to do with her. This is why, the leaves, though they're beautiful changing colors, they're actually dying. Okay. So, that's another way of looking at it, depending on, once again, the path and pantheons that you tend to work with. Okay. Mabon is also a time of getting rid of things that no longer serve us. Okay. Whether it's a bad relationship, some unhealthy habits, destructive beliefs, anything in your life that is not healthy for you, this is a time to work on getting rid of it. Okay. So as the leaves are changing colors and falling from the trees, it's a good time to let the bad stuff fall off of us and go away as well. Okay. So, work on these things for you. It's, maybe that you need to make a list, start making a list of the things in your life that no longer serve you. Okay. Maybe it's that person that maybe used to really be a friend, but now they are more, what can you do for me? And they're never helping you. They're never there for you. It's only what you can do for them. They never have any money or their credit card or whatever when they invite you to go to lunch. And so, sometimes they're just things that we need to get out of our life. It's like it no longer serves us, and it holds us back from being where we want to be and need to be in our spiritual journey. Okay. So don't allow things to stay around that hold you back on your spiritual journey. Okay. Some other symbols is a cornucopia. Try to find one. Don't really have room on here, but we all know what it is. The big horn with the fruits and vegetables and things, stuffed inside of it and kind of falling out. It's known as is the having the cornucopias being wealthy. Okay. It is, the your harvest, and is a wonderful symbol for you. So if you have one, use that, as part of your decorations and stuff. Of course, your colors of orange and red, yellow, a dark green, copper, any of these wonderful, beautiful fall colors. All right. Decorate around your house. All right. And, that's something you can do. If you don't do a full ritual, that's not your thing or whatever, just, add some decoration. If you have an altar, decorate just your altar if you want. You don't have to go spend a lot of money. Go to the dollar store and, buy you some little stuff to set around. It's fine. It doesn't have to be real gourds, real corn, whatever. Some people worry about bugs or different things or them rotting. So, it's okay if it's fake ones. It doesn't matter, okay? It's the look. The look brings about a feeling, right? And that's what's important. Certain foods that you can eat and, prepare or whatever for your Mabon dinner is corn, beans, squash, apples, of course, pumpkin. We all love that pumpkin. I know not everybody does, but anyway, pumpkin pie, yay. All right. So cobblers, any type of root vegetables, okay, anything that comes from the ground that way, pomegranates, and wine. Wine, yes, I'm not a big wine drinker, but I love it for ritual, okay? So, but, and make sure you're of age before you partake, okay? Disclaimer there. But, these are things that you can have for your Mabon dinner. your feast after ritual, however you're going to do that, okay? Be sure to always make a plate of whatever you have to eat, okay? Make a plate and put it out wherever you put offerings out. I usually have a tree outside at the base of it is where I always put my offerings of food and drink for the god and goddess, okay? So always make sure that you're giving back to them as well, because they're the ones that allow us to even have all this, okay? Herbs, if you're wanting to use herbs for things, yarrow, rosemary, sage, mugwort, rose hips, things like this are great. You can put them out. You can use it to make you a jar with it in it. Add some things to teas. If you're going to make a tea, be sure that you check to make sure that you don't have any contraindications, because herbs is where medicine comes from, okay? Certain herbs can be harmful to women who are pregnant or nursing, depending on like high blood pressure medicine. That's another one that a lot of herbs can interact with and make it work too good or not good enough. So make sure before you're using any kind of herbs, like herbal teas or anything else, that you make sure, look them up, make sure that they're okay for you to take, okay? Please do that. It's really important. Gemstones, okay? Scatter gemstones about, or have you a bowl of them or whatever, but things like amber, citrine, aquamarine, cat's eye, jasper, sapphire. These are all stones that go along with Mabon, okay? Flowers, sunflowers, thistle, marigolds. These are all things that should be pretty much in bloom and stuff right now. Some of your gods and goddesses that rule over Mabon and that are usually worshipped, once again, depending on your path and tradition, is like the Green Man, Demeter, Persephone, Morgan, Pomona, Inanna. Okay, so because we're going into that darker time period and things, so these are the ones that tend to rule over all of this. Your animals are owl, stag, blackbirds, and salmon. All right, so these are all things that we honor, that we decorate with, that we do all these different things for. Okay, so these are the things that are really important to bring about at Mabon. Not everybody has people to celebrate with. You may not have a family. You may not have, pagan friends, that you want to get together with. You may not have a coven or a group to go to or a festival or something. So if you're practicing by yourself, you still can. You can still honor this. Some people just prefer to be solitaire, so, decorate your house, do your thing, go outside, gather some fallen leaves if there aren't any yet, scatter them about and make your circle out of that. And, just meditate and maybe even take a journal or a book of shadows or whatever with you to write in about your feelings, what you see when you meditated, what things you're getting rid of, different things like that. Okay. Have a bonfire for yourself or friends and family. And burning things in a bonfire is a great way of releasing. Okay. So those things we talked about that we need to let go of, okay, that no longer serve us, write them down, burn it in the fire, release it, let it be gone. Okay. It's a great way of doing it. Of course, decorating just your porch or something so that it looks festive, for when you come home, or if you have visitors or something, it can be great. Write down the blessings that you have had over this year and that, you're celebrating at this time. What is your harvest? Okay. That doesn't always mean plants. Okay. It means what is your harvest? What have you gained this year? All right. If you have an opportunity to go pick apples or whatever other fruits and vegetables and things that are maybe, being ripe right now, it's a good thing to do. You can have a picnic. Once again, throw you some things out there that decorate for this time of year. I mean, it's beautiful and the temperatures are awesome. Okay. You're not out there sweating like crazy like it has been. Right now I'm excited that we have temperatures in the 80s and fixing to have some 70s for our highs. It's like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So anyway, that's just me. Sorry. I'm not ready for winter yet by any means. I don't mind the cold. I'm not ready for it, but I am ready to not be pouring sweat as soon as I walk out the door. That is horrible. Okay. Um, you can also have a potluck with friends. Have everybody make a dish. Make sure that everybody knows that we are doing things that are harvested at this time, so that every dish that's brought goes along with that. So maybe somebody brings corn, corn on the cob, or corn, just made, cobblers, some sliced fruit, your apples and different things like that. Okay. It doesn't have to be a planned meal so that everybody has to bring certain things. Give them some ideas. If you're on something like, have a Facebook group or whatever kind of group where you communicate, or, a group text message, where you put together ideas and everybody chooses what they're going to bring, so that you don't have like 10 cobblers and nothing else, so it's always a good idea to get with people on what they want to do. All right. So, don't stress over these holidays, and don't stress over the decorating and, oh, now I have to go buy pumpkins and I have to go buy some gourds and I have to. No, you don't. Okay. You really don't. You can make it as simple or as elaborate as you want and your budget allows. Okay. There's really no real right or wrong on that. Make it your own. That's what's so important. Okay. Just remember to give thanks. All right. That's what this is about. Give thanks for your harvest, whatever that harvest is. All right. If you had a job all year, give thanks. There's people out there that don't. Okay. So whatever your harvest is, say thank you. Whatever you need to get rid of in your life because it no longer serves you, if it's an abusive spouse or if it's a whatever, it's time to make those plans to walk away from that. Remove that from you because it's not serving you. All right. It's not helping you to grow spiritually, mentally, physically, anything. It's holding you back. All right. So these things that don't do you well, the bad habit, whether it's smoking, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is, it doesn't serve you and it doesn't help you. So work on getting rid of it. Okay. Remove those things from your life that you don't need. Clutter, whatever it is. Just work on getting it gone. All right. Because I want all of you to be happy, healthy in your daily life, your spiritual life, your emotional life. I want you to feel the best that you can feel. All right. Life's too short to not be happy, not have that. Okay. So I want everyone to have a wonderful and happy Mabon. May everything be happy and prosperous for you. If you haven't already, please click that like button for me and the subscribe. Leave me some comments again. Let me know what you're planning on doing, or if it's after Mabon, tell me what you did. I would love reading your comments, okay? And if you don't mind, share my video. Surely somebody out there that's on, your list somewhere may not be on mine, so they may not get to see this. And they may not know how to celebrate either. So I appreciate you. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember that you are loved, you are special, you are enough, and you deserve the best. Happy Mabon. Blessed be.